The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has lowered its key interest rate by 25 basis points to 5.75% in a move aimed at balancing inflation concerns while fostering economic growth. Our Noel Talakay dwells on this in this report.
In a landmark decision today, the Monetary Board of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas announced a 25 basis point reducing in the target reverse repurchase or RRP rate, widely known as interest rate, bringing it down to 5.75%. Adjustment to the overnight deposit and lending facilities followed suit, setting at 5.25% and 6.25% respectively.
The reason we're cutting in baby steps is because we're not absolutely sure about inflation. We still worry that inflation might start to rise again. And by cutting in baby steps, at this point, we're still somewhat tight. So that's kind of insurance against a possible increase in inflation.
However, the risk-adjusted inflation forecast for 2025 edged slightly higher to 3.4% from the previous 3.3%, while the forecast for 2026 remains unchanged at 3.7%. The board warned the balance of risk to the inflation outlook still leans to the upside, driven by potential increases in transport fares and electricity rates. On the other hand, lower import tariffs on rice could exert downside pressure on prices. Domestic demand is expected to remain steady but subdued, supported by easing inflation and improvements in the labor market. However, BSP says global headwinds and external risks could dampen economic activity and market sentiment.
On balance, the within target inflation outlook and well-anchored inflation expectations continue to support the BSP's shift toward less restrictive monetary policy. Nonetheless, the Monetary Authority will continue to closely monitor the emerging upside risks to inflation, notably geopolitical factors.
This move is expected to benefit households, businesses, and the broader economy, particularly as inflation continues to moderate and job market shows signs of improving. Looking ahead, the Monetary Board of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas vowed to take a measured approach to further easing to ensure that price stability is maintained while promoting sustainable economic development, growth, and employment. Noel Talakay from the National TV Network for New and Better Philippines.